a breakdown of NFL schedule release. Coming up next.
T-Dog, J-Boy, and me, I'm Lugs. Our pride and joy is pumping our mugs. Be careful, kids, it could get rough. We're flipping our lids on sports and other stuff.
Welcome to Sport Weasel Central. I'm Love.
I'm J-Boy.
And I'm Tito.
Yes, sir. Did you see them? Did you see them? All 32 teams and their videos, those attempts to launch their 2024 game schedules. Some get high praise, some do not. Lugs, I think there's a fundamental idea here. I walk away that all athletes are not actors. I believe that's the problem. Hey, how are you? What's on your mind? What'd you think? What have you seen? What did you like? Schedule. It's schedule release week. It's May. Let's go.
I just thought it was the strangest scheduling for the Jets right off the bat. I mean, they've got like 4 or 5 short weeks in a row, pretty much. They start on Monday Night Football, then they go to Tennessee, then they're Thursday Night Football, New England, then they go to Denver, then they go to London, then they're back on Monday Night Football, and then finally they're back on Sunday Night Football. I just thought, wow, they're front loading. I guess they're hedging their bets, figuring if the Jets can do anything, it'll be in the early part of the season.
Or are they hedging their bet on that Achilles? Maybe it's hedging the bet on the Achilles again.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
But that was just a strange moment for me. What stuck out to you, dog?
I mean, yeah, you gotta hit on the main thing. It's like, which one of these is not like the other? I believe there were only 3 teams that had 6 primetime games. Cowboys, which I know none of us are fans of, but one, they've been a great team these last few years, so understandable. I know they have made a lot of big moments in the playoffs. I know that's their big bugaboo, but I believe they've won 12 games, I think, the last 3 years.
Yep.
And they still have a lot of the key components. You know, there's some diciness probably after this season, but, you know, they're still one of the top teams. And the 49ers who under Kyle Shanahan and, you know, Brock Purdy in these last 2 years, like, they've been one of the top teams with McCaffrey and everything. So it's understandable. The Jets, I mean, we're hoping a 41-year-old coming off an Achilles and like 2 tackles that are over 30 years old that were free agents because they can't stay healthy. And Mike Williams, who maybe will play the second half of the season, tore his ACL early in last season. He'll probably play a large portion of this season, but I don't know if he's going to be the same guy, Mike Williams. So it's just very bizarre to me that we got the Jets, and also I guess it's a prime game, so I shouldn't be getting too mad. Prime, for as much as they spent, they got 2 Jets games, and one of them's against New England. And God knows what New England will be this year.
Yep.
So, like, that's not a great game for Amazon. But, yeah, overall, I guess, the only team that got goose-egged that I feel bad for, particularly because it feels like we picked on them a lot last season and maybe even the years prior, Panthers, only team, no primetime game. Not one.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah. And, not shockingly, the South, the AFC South was the least represented. Colts only had 1. Titans only have 1. And Jags, who have Trevor Lawrence, who's supposed to be one of these superstar quarterbacks.
The man.
They only got 2. So, again, the Bills, who consistently, since Josh Allen has been there,
yeah,
has been one of the top. Would you all agree, like one of the top 5 to 6 teams in the league?
Sure. I mean, always there for you. Yeah, I agree.
4 primetime games.
Yeah.
Miami with all their speed, Devon A-Chain and Tyreek Hill and Waddle and Tua, like just distributing the ball to all these guys. Really fun to watch. 5 games. Jets with a mishmash of tack together thing. They got 6 games. So I don't know. The best represented actually is kind of surprising. Usually it's the NFC East, but
True.
the AFC North, the least amount of games, the Browns and the Steelers both have 4 prime time, and the Bengals and Ravens both have 5. So the AFC North coming on strong, which is understandable. All those are playoff level teams. I don't think any other division can say that in terms of the quality of teams. So it's understandable. What about you, Jay Boy?
I think you got to look at the NFL saying we are the big gorilla because they've got a Saturday game, first time since whatever, gosh, the 50s, I think, that they're going to take on college football. B, 2 games on Christmas, which is a Wednesday, and those will be on Netflix. What? Netflix? Not that again. So it's a pay-to-play deal. But I think overall the NFL is saying we'll take on the NBA, we'll take on college football, we'll take on all your holidays and make them better for you. They're not messing around anymore, and I think the Netflix thing is just a big toe in the water. So I think from the big picture of the whole league, they're not messing around, man. They're taking no prisoners. And then we can get into the quality of the videos and some of the ideas I thought were kind of clever, some not so much. But it was good, I think. It's here it is, May 15th, and we're talking about the NFL and the quality of their scheduling. And you're in the middle of the NBA Finals. You're in the middle of the Major League Baseball schedule. And, oh, by the way, Caitlin Clark had her first WNBA game, and we're not talking about it. So, the NFL is like, we're going to be the big gorilla. I think that shows again.
Yeah. And you boys should be happy.
Why is
they
that?
scheduled the Bears. They've really front loaded nobodies so that Caleb Williams can get his feet under him. I mean, Tennessee first game, Houston, those two.
Come on, what Houston?
Wait a minute, Houston.
What? What do you forget?
And then Indianapolis.
What?
Carolina.
That's a good team. Anthony Richardson. What are you looking at?
I understand. To be fair, I understand what Lug's saying. To some degree, as much as you can. I'm not gonna say I agree with Lug's completely, but I at least understand. Houston I think, has the potential to be a Super Bowl contender. Rams have the potential to be Super Bowl contender. That's 2 of their first 4 games, but.
Plus, they do have him squaring off against his other fellow first-round picks.
Yes, but to be fair to Lugs' point, you have Tennessee. I think Indy could be, a contender. Carolina, obviously, is still a work in progress. Jacksonville, definitely on defense, is still a work in progress. Washington and Arizona and New England. So, and that's through week 10. So, I think Lugs, for the most part, is correct. But I would. This is a counter. Backside, you want to talk about bleak. Week 11 on, it's for the most part, besides San Francisco and Seattle, it's like, hey, go win your conference because it's Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit,
Right.
then San Francisco, then Minnesota, Detroit, Seattle, Green Bay. So it's all like the games that really have the double extra meaning. They're all on the back end.
Go
So
win that division, baby.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
You're talking about the back end. Pittsburgh has been done no favors for their final schedule, man. I mean, they're playing some serious folks.
Well, to be fair, besides essentially, I guess like 3 games or 1 game, I think is kind of, I don't know how the rotation works. All these are kind of either A on rotation or 2, and then 2 games are designated on like where you finished in your division on who you play in a conference. So like the schedule
Right.
makers can't really do a whole lot. You're right in terms of maybe front loading, But I don't know. I think you'd rather have it sprinkled out, spread out, right?
Well, as of November 17th, they've got Baltimore, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Cleveland again, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Kansas City, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
I don't think for the first time, I don't think they'll break 500, which is something that, they in
Tomlin.
in Tomlin's
Yeah.
era, they've always done better than 500.
Good
So
point.
I don't know. I was just looking at their schedule and thinking, well, the front end's not too bad, but I'm thinking that, well, I don't want to jinx him, but our boy who gets all the money, I'm thinking that Justin Fields is going to be looking over Russ Wilson's shoulders. I mean, I think by the Cleveland game in December, I think it'll be the Justin Fields show.
No, man, he's going to be a wide receiver. A wide receiver. Get ready for that.
no.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You're not gonna.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
Wide
he's not gonna. He's not gonna play. He's not gonna play. He's not gonna play. Anyway, other like kind of unique things about the schedule. Green Bay,
Yeah.
talking about back end of schedules. They have 5 primetime games, which is understandable. They made the playoffs last year, and obviously they have an exciting young quarterback and a lot
Maybe.
of. Okay, maybe. Okay.
1 year, dude.
But anyway,
One season. One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I said possibly. Anyway,
Okay.
they have
Qualify.
week 13 through 16, 4 games in a row, primetime games. 4 of their 5 are back to back to back to back, and obviously that's where they get into flex scheduling. So maybe they get bumped out of that. But I just find that really interesting. The only other team I can think of off the top of my head that had something similar to that was the Houston Texans. They have through week 9 and 11, they have New York, Detroit, and then Dallas. Three of their 4 primetime games are back to back to back. So just feels very odd. Where I know now, like kind of what Jay was talking about. We have Peacock, Netflix, Amazon.
Oh my
So
gosh.
there's all these people that have these primetime games everywhere now.
They have
but did one of you say like the craziest thing? You're talking about like competing with the NBA or
Yeah.
college football and stuff. What about competing with high school? The week 1, they have a Friday game.
Yep.
On Peacock.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at Kansas City. They play virtually every day of the week somewhere. It's crazy.
It's kind of like the COVID year when there were Tuesday games, Wednesday games, 2:00 in the afternoon. It didn't matter. But yeah, I think they've just said that they've got all these masters to answer to. Like you said, T-Dog, you got, Amazon, you got CBS, ESPN, NBC, everybody. Now Prime, now Netflix to answer to, and you got to give them all some nugget to make it worth their extraordinary rights fees. So I think that's why this works that way. Now Peacock, you mentioned them too.
And just because I think Lugs kind of touched on it a little bit. And some of this, to be fair, sometimes when teams don't get as many primetime games, is because CBS and Fox paid so much for their packages, they can block certain games from being picked by Sunday Night Football or whatever. But again, I just want to hit on my last thing on the schedule. The Jets have 6 primetime games. The Chiefs, who have the most exciting quarterback,
And they're going for a
Fitzpatrick-
three-peat. Going for
and
a
going for a
three-peat.
three-peat.
Yep.
5 games.
That's
5
ridiculous.
primetime games. So
That is not right. Not right. It's a New York kind of world. I guess that's the big market saying, hey. Okay, what about the videos themselves? Here's a couple of highlights. Cleveland Browns, Lugs, you'll appreciate this, had Pete Weber, the bowler, as a star. Most people would not know who Pete Weber is. Kansas City, they have that guy, that thing, smashing things, crushing things, little baby donkey, a little baby Bronco. Josh Allen was living at the new Bills Stadium in the rubble. Didn't get that. The Bears continually rely on this guy, Spice Adams, former player, kind of a comedian. He's been around. And the Eagles had the mascot smashing things with a bat and stuff in one of those smash rooms like you can go to. But animation was king. But my favorite, I think, was the Raiders lip syncing the voice of John Facenda, the NFL Films guy. Autumn Wind is a Raider, and they had players and fans. I thought that was the best one. That's it for me. What did you guys think?
You know, I have to admit, I didn't watch any of them. I should have, but I just I didn't. So T-Dog, you got to take this one.
Well, luckily, J-Boy started us off and he gave us an overview because similar to you, I didn't get to watch last night for the most part. I did get to see the Bears one, and I will hit on a few things. One that J-Boy pointed out. Look, I like Spice Adams. He has moments where of good mirth for the most part. But here's where I get rubbed the wrong way a little bit. I get it. He was originally drafted and played for the 49ers. I saw him during the playoffs do stuff for the 49ers.
Right.
Look, you got to pick a lane, my man. You got to pick a lane.
Dude, it's
like
a paycheck. It's an agent.
Yeah,
He's got
yeah.
a good agent, I think.
Yeah, but you got to pick a lane. You got to if you're gonna be repping on all these schedule releases for the Bears, you got to just strictly do Bears stuff, my man. I'm just saying that. And last year's where it was a parody of the FX show The Bear on Hulu,
Like
that one was phenomenally done well.
Emmy award winning, by the way. Won an Emmy, a regional Emmy.
Yeah, but I don't think they had the same production crew involved in this schedule release. It was a remarkable drop down.
Lugs, I just the one highlight I give you, Lugs. Picture this: DJ Moore, the wide receiver, as Ferris Bueller, and that's all you need to know.
Wow, in the parade or in the car or something?
Well, that would have been good.
In the high school, kind of, sort of, a local high school.
Okay.
Let me paint a few more broad strokes on it. DJ Moore, phenomenal receiver, probably a great person. I don't think acting's in his toolkit. I will just say that. Didn't really add a whole lot to it, and it was very, it was not great. I'll probably watch the Chargers. The Chargers,
Yeah, they got
social
high
media.
marks. Yeah.
I don't even know how they retain their people, or are they just like are they just like the Roger Corman, rest in peace, who passed away, I believe May the 9th. Are they just the grounds for like elite social media people that propagate across like the whole world? Because year in, year out, they kill it. They're I think they're the benchmark.
I think it's L.A., dude, and there's just so many people out of work. They just get the best of what's left.
Nah.
From the industry. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speculating.
Maybe that's so. But I'll go back and watch some, and maybe next week I'll hit on the ones I like. But I just watched the Bears one, and I was after that. The year before 2023, I was very underwhelmed. I'll just put it that way.
Well, there's a lot of inside jokes on these things, and if you don't know the key players, like you're a casual fan of the whatever Packers, and you don't know some of the lineage, and all of a sudden you see this person, you go, "Who is that?" Or, but I mean, like the Giants had Eli Manning in there, you get that. Of course, he's good for a laugh or two, but some just get a little off, and it's like, are you guys serious? Or some are just stupid. But the animated ones are pretty strong because you don't really need actors. Those are the actors. And all you need is a few voices to make it work. And I think those work the best. But anyway. All right. Well, let's think about that. Lugs, do you have a little sports of yesteryear? You want to knock that out now?
Sure.
All right. Here we go. We're going to go back. Maybe talk about newsreels when they used to do the schedule release on teletype machines way back in the day. They just click them out. Here's Lugs with sports of yesteryear. Go ahead, Lugs. Go, go, go.
All right. A first for sports of yesteryear. 1914, American Horseshoe Pitchers Association organizes in Kansas City. 1927, New York Yankee Bob Musial steals second, third, and home. 1954, Ted Williams gets 8 hits. 8. in his first game back since breaking his collarbone. 1980, 34th NBA championship. Lakers beat the 76ers 4-2. And 2009, 134, Preakness, Calvin Burrell aboard Rachel Alexandra wins in 155.8. That's it for this edition of Sports of Yesteryear.
Calvin Borrell, right? Man always took the rail, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
That was
And
his thing.
His one win, I always go back and look at that and think they let him win, because he was
Oh, come on, dog. What?
He was in the backwoods of Louisiana for at least 30 years, never made any money. And I think the rest of those jocks took pity on the man because he never got close after that.
All right, this
So-
was before
Jay.
legalized sports gambling. You're saying they took a dive for Calvin to win? That's what you're saying. You
Yes,
took a
I
dive.
guess I am. Speaking of sports betting,
Yeah.
I did place a bet on you guys' favorite. I bet that Caleb Williams will beat all 4 rookie quarterbacks that he goes against.
Oh, that's
Oh.
a little prop bet, huh?
Yeah, I've got $5. I mean,
So-
we're not breaking the bank here.
So if it pays out, how much do you win?
Yeah. What's the deal on that?
I'll win like $40. It's not.
And that's a long payoff. What's that, about 3 months from now? It's not like it's easy
a
money.
long time.
Dang, I hope
Yeah.
you could get
Yeah.
interest on that money.
Now, did you also get qualifiers so they can't squelch you? Like, because obviously people get injured. If one of the other team's rookie quarterbacks get injured, and he beats the team, they're like, well, he didn't beat such and such.
No, you're locked in. I mean,
Okay.
he would have to beat whoever it was that came in behind him. But at that point,
Okay, I was just making sure that you're not getting hosed, Lugs. I just want to make sure you made this thing airtight.
I also. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. We're ready.
While I was deciding to go just hot, I mean sizzling hot take, I bet the Falcons to win the NFC. So there you are.
Wait a minute. This needs to be a whole segment, Jay Boy. Do you want to start?
Are we already making wild ass predictions about the 2024-25 season? Wow.
No.
I was
not
just
so much
betting.
that.
I was just getting in the, in the spirit of things now.
No, Jay Boy. What I was hitting at, here's a man who, in the 4 years we've done this,
Yeah, a long time. I know.
has
Feels
has-
longer, but yeah.
has repeatedly jabbed
Kirk Cousins. Yeah. Now he's his boy.
Yeah.
Well, Cousins will be out after the first month of the season. It'll be Michael Penix Jr.
Okay.
Wait.
There it is.
Okay, did you
There
say
it is. There it is. There
my
it is.
ears aren't working so well? Did you say the Falcons to win the NFC South or win the
No, he said the
NFC?
NFC.
What
The
in the
NFC.
hell? And what kind of bet was that? I hope that has tremendous odds for your side.
Yeah.
I hope
Oh,
that's
yeah.
really good.
Now, for my $5 bet, I'd make like $400.
All
It-
right.
Okay.
it's a long shot.
All right. Well, that's
But,
good.
Well,
There it is. So, anybody else got any wild ass predictions?
Haven't gotten there
Bill,
yet.
can we take them back? Or, I mean, you actually put money down, so you can't really take it back. Well, you can still probably take it back, right? Like, the season hasn't begun. You could
I mean,
at least.
the bet's bet. You go to Vegas and say, fellas, I believe I want my money back.
That doesn't
I
work.
don't think it works. I don't believe it works that way.
Okay.
Yeah, especially now that it's in your phone. Who do you talk to? You call 1-800-GAMBLER or whatever because you got a problem,
Yeah.
depending on what state you're in or what app you're
Yeah.
using.
So anyway, those are my first 2 bets ever.
Okay.
Like this.
No,
Other stuff department. Preakness is coming up. Any thoughts? It's the 149th, not the 150th Preakness, the 149 field of 9 horses, I believe, as of this moment. Any thoughts? You think Mystic Dan can pull it off and win 2 legs of the triple?
Maybe. I just don't.
Hard call, isn't it? Tough call.
It is.
Small field.
Well, Baffert's horse was like going to be the favorite, and he showed up with a temperature, so he's out.
Dang. Yep.
So I'm not, with a small field like that, man, you can do some
That's wide open. Yeah.
cartwheels and all kinds of exotic bets.
True.
So, but I haven't seen the odds today on Mystic Dan. So
All right.
5-2.
5-2. Yeah.
So
That's
he's the favorite.
morning line.
Yeah, it's talking about Calvin Burrow. Are they just trying to load up on Triple Crown winners now? Now that there was such a long gap, now are they just trying to
We might as well let it happen.
Yeah, let's just have it.
Okay. Another topic: PGA Championship is in town. Massive crowds at Valhalla Golf Club. Watched some today myself, and the commentators are just waxing poetic about the city of Louisville, the people, and they just keep coming. The gallery just keeps coming. It's a good thing, isn't it?
I don't think so. I don't want any more people. I'm putting on my curmudgeon hat.
What? You
Now-
don't want any more people.
Now, T-Dog, he's more of a social animal than I am. But
That's right.
Good Lord.
no,
Okay.
it is showing off it's showing off that golf course.
Oh,
which, the PGA sold back to this consortium that includes Junior Bridgman and several other business folks.
Mhm.
It's beautiful. And today, we're already talking about record-breaking round today.
Yep. Yep.
So
Club
it's
record.
it's working out.
it's a beautiful course. I just don't recommend you carry around a camera, a tripod, a DeGiro, and a backpack.
And make a living doing that. You're saying don't go down that
it's,
path.
I went in the morning on Monday, and I don't know how much water weight I lost. Well, it didn't help that the person who was trying to guide us to our first shot, they took us in the wrong direction. So before 9 o'clock in the morning, I had already walked probably 4 miles with I don't know how much additional weight. Probably at least like 45 to 50 pounds.
Let me clue you in here. They have these things called golf carts.
Well, they didn't have any available for us, so
Okay. Yes.
yeah, it was it's not so great.
Okay.
Next time, take a little radio flyer.
But I will say,
Yes.
other than that, beautiful course, production levels not shocking, top notch, real button up. So I just all I'll have to contribute to this is I really respect what CBS Sports is putting on there, and all the people locally that are helping make this championship work. I think they're doing a phenomenal job. So
Excellent. One more topic, then we got to go. Caitlin Clark debuted with her Indiana Fever against the Connecticut Sun. It was on ESPN and multiple other ESPN platforms. Ratings were okay. She got 20 points, but really was not a tremendous debut. Are you surprised? The team lost by 20, by the way, her team, the Fever. Are you surprised she wasn't like 38 points? She got 20. Different game,
I'm
different
not
people?
surprised.
No.
what was the rating?
I don't know what the rating wasn't much. It wasn't nearly as big as they had hoped, but the score was like 92. It was a 20-point blow up by Connecticut over her team, and she was it's kind of like a welcome to the big show type of deal. She got defended pretty hard. Well, I see you guys are really excited about this topic.
Well, I think I can't speak for Lugs. All of a sudden, your audio sounds like you're being produced by Prince Paul, and then it's only on one side of the fader. So
What?
I can't really hear you.
Yeah. I thought it was just my
Did I
signal,
fade
but I'm
out?
hearing you good.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm hearing
Did
Lug's
I
clean,
fade out?
So that's why I
Oh,
thought
well.
it was probably so. I don't know what was accidentally maybe hit by J-Boy, but
Nothing over here, nothing to
But
see over
I
here.
I did see the second half
Yeah.
of that game.
Okay.
Caitlin Clark. She really has modeled Steph Curry. I mean, her release, if you put them over top of each other, her release is so quick that she's got the ball and it's gone. And the main thing is they're having to play in bigger arenas.
True.
They're for the first time flying chartered planes. They're not, riding in Uber to get there. So the Caitlin Clark effect, all of those folks who play in the WNBA should just say thank you, Caitlin.
yeah, actually, as we're speaking right now on local TV, we're actually airing on WHAS. The pregame for the Fever is starting up, so the games of the Fever will be played on WHAS. So
Pretty nifty.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
so
All right. Anything else we're missing?
it can't be worse than a lot of ABC programming. So like that's also a big boon for it too. So
Thank you
Yeah.
for that editorial comment about
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
ABC programming. Yes, sir. That's really good stuff. I think I'll bring this to a close if there's nothing else to talk about. What do you say? Let's do it.
I
Sports
gotta
and
be
other.
honest, my brother, I can't understand the words you're saying.
What is happening tonight? Sports and other stuff is over. Brought to you in
It was
part
like-
by Austin Chiropractic. Play along with me, will you? Remember the 5 most dangerous words. Maybe it will go away. There's a guy we know. His name is.
Fish.
Yeah.
And this week, 96 years ago, that would be 1928, you and me, the world got its first look at animation's first superstar, Mickey Mouse. The animated short was plain crazy. To celebrate this milestone, Fish is hosting a Mouse-a-thon. Come on down Saturday at 1 p.m. and enjoy a Mickey Trivia Fest. Come dressed as Mickey or Minnie and get your name in the hat for a year pass to every Disney production. Admission is $20 and culminates with a showing of Mickey's first feature-length film, Steamboat Willie. After the film, one lucky Mouseketeer will get a 3-day pass to Disney World. Come on down.
We are the Sport Weasels, first in sound, sometimes. First in sports, first in service. See you next time. Bye-bye.